What's up, you guys? This is Steven, and I'm back with another lyrical analysis. This time, I'll be analyzing the song End of the World by Ayumi Hamasaki. And this song appeared on Ayumi's album entitled Duty, and it wasn't a single, so it doesn't have a music video, as far as I know. Nevertheless, it's a good song that deserves some attention. So thanks a lot to YouTube user LV90047 space period for requesting this lyrical analysis. With that being said, here we go. When you see someone worse off than you feel a little relieved. I guess that is true. It's like, wow, I guess it could be worse, because sometimes we think that we always just have it the worst, when we're going through something. But, you always have to, should always keep in mind that, there are people who will trade places with you in a heartbeat. There really are. When you see someone happier than you quickly become impatient. I'd say when I see someone who has more than me, I will say that sometimes I'm like, hey, what makes them so special? Maybe like, why do they have more than me to an extent? However, I do keep something in mind, and this is what I keep in mind when I'm faced with situations like that, and I try to keep it in mind. People have so much because they have so little. And what that means is, people have so much in one way because they have so little in another way. There are things that you have that people would love to have that money just can't buy. So therefore, it kind of balances everything out by them having just so much in one way. So I try to keep that in mind when I'm kind of like, hey, why do they have that and I don't? So I try to keep that in mind. But sometimes you realize just how pitiful you are and you crash into reality. Yep, that is true. Sometimes we do just realize how pitiful we are, and we just got to deal with reality. That is the reality of the situation. But hey, if you can deal with reality, then you are a step ahead of a lot of people, because a lot of people can't deal with reality. They can't deal with the pain, the emotional pain. I think a lot of people have trouble and difficulty dealing with emotional pain, and that's where the substance abuse comes in. Like, because sometimes I'm like, why am I so moody? But then I realize that I'm moody because the things I'm dealing with them raw. I'm not using substances to cope. Therefore, that's where the moody part comes in. If I was using substances, then I probably wouldn't be moody. Nevertheless, I do think there is strength in dealing with your problems without resorting to some type of like remedy, so to speak. A substance or something to dull the pain, or take, just dealing with it head on, and just, dealing with it raw without any, assistance from substances or other like things. Let's see. Next lyrics. What should I think? What should I say? You're probably the first person who has tried to understand me. Okay, so Ayumi got somebody up in her life who's trying to understand her. All right, that's good. I'm happy for you, Ayumi. Somebody who's trying to understand you. Sometimes you can be cryptic, Ayumi, but hey, if this person is making the effort, hey, at least give the person some credit there. It must be impossible to live without hurting anyone. It probably is impossible. No matter how hard you try, you probably will end up hurting somebody. It may not be on purpose, but nevertheless, someone's going to get hurt, And oftentimes, sometimes we just lose our temper and for a minute and say things that we probably shouldn't say. We kind of maybe speak out of anger just from the situation. I try to be careful of the things I say, because I know like some things you can take back, but some things you can't take back. So you have to be careful of, what comes out of your mouth, because I will say that like the physical pain, our physical scars can go away, but sometimes some people can say some things that really like stick with you, like in a negative way, like really scar you and stick with you, and you take that with you. So you have to be careful of what you say, because sometimes you can't take some things back. So just be careful about that. It must be impossible. All right, did that part. If you think you're such a victim, then you should act out until the end. This pretense of not caring about losing everything. Okay, that's a bit odd. So basically, if you think you're a victim, then you should act out. So act out if you think you're a victim. That is true. Sometimes you gotta act a fool sometimes. It's a time and place for everything. It really is. Until the end. This pretense of not caring about losing everything. So if you are like, you pretend like you don't care, but you really care, I think. All right, next lyrics. What do you wish for tomorrow? Good question, Ayumi. I don't know. I guess ultimately I wish for happiness and satisfaction with myself and my life. To be in a good place. Ultimately, of course I have like personal and career goals, but ultimately those personal and career goals are supposed to lead to happiness. Will they give me a sense of fulfillment? I don't know, but I don't think so. Sometime, please tell me if you think you can get through this interminable night. Interminable. I think that's how you say it. Night that continues in darkness. Okay, sometime please tell me if you think you can get through this. And interminable, I think it means endless. I know there's a word in Spanish that's interminable, which is endless. So I think it's pretty much the same thing. Yeah. So an endless night that continues into darkness. So do you think you can get through this endless night? I think I can. I think I can, I think I can. But it's going to be a long night. But I'm holding out for daybreak, for dawn, El Alba, that's what I'm holding out for. What should I think? What should I say? I don't even know if you understand that I'm praised, that I'm envied. So this person she don't think they understand that, there's people who just love Ayumi, and there's some people, who do not love Ayumi, But if they don't understand that, then I don't know. They might be a little slow. What should I think? What should I say? You're probably the only one who really understands me. Who is this person, Ayumi? Who is this person that you sing of in your song? But that's pretty much the end of the song. It is a very nice song, and I believe that Duty is more of an old school Ayumi album. So I think this might be an old school Ayumi song. If it's not, feel free to correct me. But yeah, I like the lyrics of this song. I like the song as well. I will say that Ayumi's vocals in this song are a bit pitchy. She does have that like that stereotypical shrill Japanese Asian voice, like no, like oh boy, you and me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, hikasu, 1, 2, step you, so yeah, kind of like that. But nevertheless, I still enjoy it. Ayumi and her music and her messages. But I think that's pretty much all I have to say. at least for the time being. So thanks a lot for watching. Feel free to comment. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to give me a thumbs up. The feedback and support is greatly appreciated. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.